All right, Cheryl, you're good.
Okay, thank you. And what a great stories, and thanks to Kim and all her folks that shared with us. I mean, that's really what we're about, and I
Yeah.
love the story so much. Again, we will have a line next week that will hold many, many more, so we can keep inviting. And this has been a great place for us all to more or less gather on Thursday night, and again to Josh Duhan and to Carol Turnbow for having this in place for quite some time and being very committed to it over the last 2 years. And so it is a great location for us all to get together. But I do have a line that'll hold 500 to 1,000. It'll actually go up to 1,000. So feel free to invite the world, as we go, because I think it's an important time for all of us to definitely be together. And I really do have to stress and comment on everybody that has said our community is one that is very just precious to us right now, because it is a place for all of us to stay together, and I think we're very blessed in that. If there's anyone on the line who does not know me, I think most of you do, but my name is Cheryl Cortese. I've been a national marketing director with the Juice Plus company now, excuse me, for 32 and a half years, and looking forward to the next 32. The adventure is one that's amazing, and for all the reasons that you've heard tonight. We all, of course, find ourselves in a situation that's totally, I guess, unheard of in our lifetime. But I really want to congratulate any and everyone in our organization for I guess you would just say, just the stamina and endurance of handling this and helping other people handle it at the same time. And we're very blessed that, we not only have this community, but we have a product that's more relevant than it's ever been as far as people and their desire to have as, just healthy a body as possible. And in so many ways, our product definitely fits that. There have been certainly people like Dr. Tamara Sachs and many people within our business that have been able to explain that by far better than I. But I think really continuing to refer to our product in the manner in which our research reflects, and that's that it really fosters a healthy immune system and healthy immune function, I think is the very wording, which means that you have a good balanced immune system, and those words are important. Also, the fact that we know how to work from home, we can teach other people to work from home, and that's a huge blessing. But it's also, both of these things, our product and our business right now, are a huge gift to others. Tonight, I'm going to go through the pay plan with all of you because again, I think this is something that's very important for us to be able to share with people, if nothing else, just for the overview of how our business works and the perspective of how they would grow up through the model. We actually, at the close of this month, have had the biggest month that we've had in well over a year. This was a huge month as far as our company overall, our organization, and it's certainly, again, back to the relevance of what we have to offer. So, today we see people who definitely, as we've heard mentioned, are in need of additional income. Their lives have been altered, many of them very quickly. I think this is something to be very sensitive to because it's definitely shocking when we're in a traditional working environment, and then all of a sudden that has to stop very suddenly. And as we were talking in one of our groups recently, I was on a call and we were talking about verbiage as to how to invite people who maybe are in shock that they don't have that income from other jobs right now. Would be things, verbiage like, maybe this is something that would fit just in the interim until things kind of go back to some sort of normalcy. So, being very gentle about it, but at the same time, very present as far as what we have to offer. So let's do this tonight. We're going to go through this plan. And it is up on a recording now, which is on Zoom. And if any of you want this on recording, Missy can send that out to you. We did post it on our National Marketing Director Boxer, and your National Marketing Director can send it to you as well. But I'm going to try to screen share now, and let's see if I've advanced in technology enough to do that. Okay, we're gonna try here and see if this works. Can everyone see that now? Do you see the 2020 compensation plan? Somebody give me a thumbs up on this. Anybody?
We can see it. We can see
We can see it. Hooray! Okay, so let's go through this, and again, how blessed we are for the focused product line. And on this front page, the cover page, and you can actually go to this site yourself. Now, the site does not have the recording with it, but the Zoom recording can go out to you. But this is under www.juiceplusplan. It comes up sometimes as 2020compensationplan.com. So either one of those should pull the site up for you. But here, I'll go through it here. So this, of course, was designed for our organization, and it's a site for our team instruction. And here you'll see on this first page is one of the things that then gives us a tremendous amount of strength, and we're a very focused product line, not, catalogs full of products and things that are very simple, very easy for people to understand. And, very little information has to go out about what this is. It's very recognizable. We see the core four, or the foundational four, right there in the forefront, in the very middle of the page, which of course is omegas, fruits, vegetables, and berries. The complete over to the right, the gummies down beneath, and then of course the Tower Garden. The Tower Garden, it's so interesting to me. I've been with the company 32 years, and Jay Martin's always been, and I never knew, and that's our company president. It's been his company now. We're 50 years old this year. And I really, we look back and we always say Jay's a visionary, and I never knew if it was luck or wisdom that we always seemed to be ahead of the curve, so to speak, when our products came out. When we started with Juice Plus originally, that was almost 28 years ago now, people were not talking about wellness. They were not, we had not really seen this wellness movement at that point. And so we were, ahead of the game, and that has served us very well. When Tower Garden came out, I'm sure there were a lot of us, I was one of them, like, what? And then this has turned out to be an amazing product for us. And at this time, with people really, very concerned about food sources, food delivery, things of this nature, the Tower Garden is proving to be something that is extremely desirable. And so once again, Jay gets the credit for visionary. So very basic and very significant as far as people in their health. So we're going to go forward now, and we're going to look at the compensation plan. Now, all of the products that we have, and as I said, they're a focused line, but all of those products have retail profit, commissions, bonuses, performance bonus. They all do. We're going to use, though, what we call the tri-pack or the trio, the fruit, vegetable, and berry as the example, but you still get paid on all those others. This is just the example for the pay plan. And as you see here, $52 on the top of your screen, and that of course is the only requirement to take on a partnership, a partnered franchise with our company. This is a yearly fee, and there is no obligation of any type with this contract, only benefits. The benefit to get your own product at a discount, the benefit to acquire customers and receive retail profit, the benefit to develop team and create income as you do that and as you train them. I really like to look at this as more or less my bookkeeping fee. The company keeps up with everything as your business grows throughout the world, and it will. You're going to know those first people who become part of your team, but then it will continue to grow, and there'd be no way for you to keep up with everything. And that is what, is so powerful about this, is the company keeps up with it, tracks it, and pays you regularly on a monthly basis, and has for 50 years. So I think it's quite an amazing way for any and everybody to have a business that can serve them either part-time or a full-time career, whatever is needed. Now, it's important to know we do not work for the Juice Plus company. We work from them. We're independent contractors, and so we're truly in business for ourselves. Now, as we look at the trio or the tri-pack, as a preferred customer, you receive this at $300 for a 4-month supply. 4 months, of course, is standard and that has been for many years. And the reason is that your body is going to totally recreate your entire blood system every 4 months. So all of that is, remade every 4 months. So it takes about 4 months for the body to totally integrate the product. And that's why you will see everything in a 4-month supply. Now, $300 is 4 months worth, but the company does something that's very enticing, and they break that down into installments. So $75 a month is what the installment amount would be, and that's what the person would see on their credit card. This also is exciting from the standpoint that all things are covered. Your shipping costs, any extra fees that go along with anything, it all is in that $75. Preferred customer privilege, of course, is it's delivered directly to your door right on time, and you have that advantage of that connection with the company as a customer. For the distributor or the partner, the great news here is that you do not have to pre-buy or stock or ship or collect money for the product. There was a time when we did that, actually, and this is a huge benefit, and especially now, but it always has been for people to be able to market and do their business. And the only thing they have to do is tell the story, take the order, and it all happens from the company from there. So if we look at the $52 contract, that immediately entitles you to a retail sales profit. And that retail sales profit is 10%. So looking at the tri-pack, that would be an immediate retail sales profit of $30. Now, what you see on the screen now are 4 lines across and 5 numbers down. And that's going to be the 4 basic positions that are foundational to building a business. And the 5 numbers are the 5 ways in which we're paid. And I will say this, if you happen to be looking at this for the very first time, the first time I saw it, the 5th time, the 10th time, the 25th time I saw it, it seemed like someone was asking me to speak a foreign language, because I was totally, used to, as we all are, the way we're taught that the world works traditionally is you had a job and you traded your hours for dollars, and those dollars were a set amount. Well, this plan, it grows not only exponentially, but you're paid from many different directions. And so once you begin to really understand it, it's very, very exciting. Now, the beauty of it, of course, is that you don't have to understand it to get paid. Sharing the product and encouraging people to, be on your team is going to create the income regardless of whether you understand it or not. But the more frequently you see it, the sooner you will understand it. And also, as you begin to get paid, that was one of the things I noticed. As I began to make money, I was learning very quickly where that came from. And it gets very exciting. And literally, even though I'm someone that was never particularly, I didn't think, good at math, money in numbers makes a difference, okay? And I just fell in love with the pay plan. And I'm going to encourage you to look at it and listen to it often enough to really fall in love with it, because it can be whatever you need it to be, not only for yourself, but for others. And I think it's important to understand it well enough, because it gives you that security of knowing how your business works and how you're paid, and that makes it a lot easier to share it with others. So we're going to look at those 4 positions. The first one, when a person takes on that personal partner franchise with our company, is referred to as a partner. And now, immediately, as I said, that person is entitled to a 10% retail profit. And on the tri-pack, that would be $30. So that's your first form of income, is your retail sales profit. And that's what we'll look at in these 4 first positions to begin with. The second position would be referred to as Partner Plus. Here now you have a 5% permanent return. So if we look at this, the Partner Plus marketing the tri-pack would make $30 retail profit, and then 5% of the 300, which would be $15. That then gives him a return of $45. But the goal, of course, is to grow up in position and therefore grow up in income. To get to Partner Plus, the requirement is $1,000, and now we're working on dollars. There was a time when we worked on points, but $1,000 is what's required here, and that would be not quite 4 orders, but 3 wouldn't be quite enough. So we're going to look at it as 4 orders, and that'll give you more than enough. So 4 orders using the tri-pack would give you a Partner Plus position. What we see here now most frequently is a person starts. Their own order could be their first order, their personal order, if they start business and becoming a customer at the same time. And then for many people, just buying within their own household, 2 or 3 other people, at least 2 of them being designated as customers, would give them a Partner Plus position. So it can happen right in your own household. So as we go to the next position, we see that as a qualifying sales coordinator. Here you have another permanent increase. You now have a 10% return. So the qualifying sales coordinator marketing the tri-pack would make $30 retail profit, and 10% of the 300, another 30. So he makes $60 in that position. What does it take to reach that position? $4,000 in cumulative production and 14 orders using the tri-pack as the example. Now, there are 2 things here that separate us from other companies and are very important to distinguish as you share it with others, because they're perks, definitely. Once you go into position, it's permanent. You can only grow up, you can never fall back. And this is very important because there are many companies that require you every year to requalify all positions. That never happens here. The other thing that happens that's very exciting, I think, is that all orders are cumulative. So if you have $1,000 worth of orders in Partner Plus to reach that position, you don't need another $4,000 to go to qualifying sales coordinator. You need $3,000. So it's cumulative. And if you have new team members, their orders count for them for position, but they also count for you. So acquiring team as soon as possible would be very valuable, because those orders are going to count toward your position as you grow up as well as their own. So all orders are cumulative, all positions are permanent. We now go to the top position of sales coordinator, and we've all called this SC for many years. Here you have a permanent return of 15%. And this 5, 10, 15, those are referred to as commissions. The sales coordinator now marketing that tri-pack is going to receive $30 retail profit plus 15% of the 300, and that adds up to $75 return on that tri-pack. How do you reach this position? Well, here it would be an accumulation of $12,000 in production, and that equals 40 orders if you're using a tri-pack. Now, these orders might come in, with different products. It might be different configurations. That's fine. It's just to use this as an example. Also, you're going to need 3 team members who are at least Partner Plus to grow to this position. And it fast tracks, a little differently even if you are going to move through this quickly and pick up all the bonuses. But remember, their orders count for them, but they also count for you to grow up into position. So team is very valuable here. The first goal would definitely be sales coordinator, because we all do the same thing. We're all storytellers. We tell the story about the product. We tell the story about how we share that with others and how our business develops. So that sales coordinator position is the first goal for you or for that new team member. And Partner Plus and qualifying sales coordinator are steps along the way. And so as quickly as possible to set that model in place to create that first story, sales coordinator, you would want to move in an expedient fashion to that position. Now let's look at the next form of income, referred to as commissions. And of course, as I said, the 5, 10, and 15 are what they consider commissions. And they, of course, help you with that retail profit. Now, the company, though, does something here in this second position, this second form of income, that I think is wonderful, because not all companies do this. They use the commissions to help you have additional monies as you bring on new team members and help them grow up. So let's look at you as a sales coordinator, and you have a new partner, and your partner markets that tri-pack and he makes $30. Well, the company's going to pay out the full amount. And so the partner makes his 30, which he's entitled to, but the company pays out the full amount of the box. If you're a sales coordinator, that's $45 to you. Now, your goal is to grow that person up to a sales coordinator. When they grow to Partner Plus, they make $45, but there's still a $30 return to the sales coordinator. And really, for all of these positions, you make the difference between those people growing up beneath you and your position. If you look at this and you grow your person to a qualifying sales coordinator, they make $60 on the tri-pack, you would still make the difference of $15. Now, you might ask me, why would I ever want to grow them up to sales coordinator? Because we're in the same commission position. Because the company does something that really is very enticing. At this point, you're going to get what is called a promote up or promote out bonus by promoting that person up to sales coordinator. And this can be much greater than the differences. So as you promote that person up to sales coordinator, your promote out bonus is 3% of all of their new partners, Partner Plus, and qualifying sales coordinators, not just themselves. So you get an additional 3% on your sales coordinator and all of his up and growing family, his partners, Partner Plus, and qualifying sales coordinators. I've always liked to look at this as my new family that I'm continually growing up to sales coordinator, and this can be quite a lucrative place in the early years, especially, or early months of your business, especially if it's a lot of width in your business. So let's now look at the third form of income, and we'll also discuss promote out bonus as well, because both of these really are in the same area. The third is referred to as performance bonus. It's also 3%, and it's going to be paid on your entire team as that comes together. As you see people grow up in our profession and with our company, what happens here is that you're going to receive the bulk of your income over time from this 3% performance bonus as you grow and develop team. And so if we look at this 3%, it starts in the qualifying sales coordinator position. You see that 3% come up there. And here you see the little smiley faces. So this is a model of what a business can look like. And so you're the top dot, there's your smiley face, and this particular plan, I can't underscore it or underline it or reiterate it enough, is you want to be as wide as possible with people that you invite into your team. And so I've drawn 10 smiley faces here, but over time you want 30. But you are the model of what's going to happen for your entire future. So width is very important. And forever after, you're going to get 3% from everyone on that team as far as their production is concerned. And so this is something that you really want to lay a very wide foundation and continue to add to it. If I look at this organization, there are people who have come out very quickly with a wide team as they start their businesses. There are others that have, started with 3 or 4 or 5, but continually adding 1 or 2. And both of those scenarios have created massive businesses that span the globe. So however you do it, remember that width is the key to exponential growth. Now, the performance bonus, of course, gets very exciting as it grows, because if you have modeled the beginning of a team with width, then they're going to look at you and they're going to turn around and do the same thing. And as I show you this exponential growth, of course, there's not enough room in the page to draw, 10 for every one of those, but just to give you the idea, that you want to model width, because the second generation comes in at 3%, the third at 3%, and the fourth at 3%. And over time, this becomes huge return and with something you want to strategize for. Now let's continue to talk about and go back to promote out bonus before we leave this particular form of income. And the promote out bonus is something that is given again to you from your front line or the first sales coordinator beneath you that is active, and it's an additional 3% to the performance bonus. Now I've drawn a few little faces, a little different colors, signifying those as sales coordinators. And of course, they would become what we call 6%ers to you. They and their whole new family of partners, Partner Plus, and qualifying sales coordinators. Now, you want eventually everybody, if possible, to be sales coordinators because it really does give you an increase in income from that front line and from your growth. And so that would certainly position you for, future success in a major way. And I think an important part to understand as far as the company is concerned and the way we're paid, and it's certainly to encourage you to continue to add with and create sales coordinators, because those sales coordinators who are in qualification become the security for your future. So let's look now at the way this plan continues to grow. Here we see 4 leadership positions. And truly, we're all sales coordinators with titles and benefits and extra bonuses in these top positions. So we go first to the qualifying senior sales coordinator. This is a new position as of January. Senior sales coordinator, qualifying national marketing director, and the top position of national marketing director. And here we have the benefit program that kicks in, so to speak. This is something that makes us totally unique, because independent contractors, it's just not heard of that independent contractors would have benefits. This comes from our company starting out so many years ago as a company that had regional direct sales employees. We didn't shift into this model until the water filtration and air filtration days. And when we did, our company president was able to carry those benefits into the field, which makes us unique in this profession. So here we see the qualifying senior sales coordinator, and you see $500 a month. What that means is that this $500, you can have up to $500 a month on and above anything your business creates as an expense allowance. Actually, when I started, we had to fill out expense reports and turn in receipts for that extra money. Today, we don't. They call it a business investment bonus. They're investing in your business and your future if you've gone to the work to put together a business that has qualified you for qualifying senior sales coordinator. So up to $500 a month, again, on and above everything that you're earning already. And as I said, a business investment bonus, and we call it our BIB money. As you grow to senior sales coordinator, that becomes up to $750 a month on and above everything your business creates. We go to qualifying national marketing director now, and it becomes up to $1,000 a month in this position on and above everything you make. But look at what happens to that 5th generation and all those little dots that have shown up. At this point, you are going to be paid 3% on that 5th generation. But look at this and just think about width, because width is so powerful. If you're very, very wide, by the time it gets to the 5th line, by the time it grows out to that, the numbers will be huge and you won't know everybody that's on your team by that point, but you will be paid on them. Let's go to the top position now of National Marketing Director. Here, up to $3,000 a month in BIB money or business investment bonus. That's on and above, again, everything that your business creates. And this can be in every country that we do business in. We're in 28 countries now. So as we grow globally, and we will faster than we have in the past, for sure, just because of everything that's in place for that. But if you grow national marketing directors in other countries, you can have up to $3,000 in expense money in every one of those countries. But look at what is really unique here is the benefit package that normally just goes along with any CEO out there in major corporations, but is available to all of our national marketing director teams. our national marketing directors. You'd have full life insurance for you and your family, health insurance, very important. They take very good care of their national marketing directors. And this covers you, your spouse, and your children till you're 26, hospitalization, dental, prescription, ophthalmology, very good coverage, disability insurance, long-term care insurance. I don't know if we're a very healthy group, so I don't know how many people have used that, but the fact that it's there for us is wonderful. College tuition, this was a big draw for me because I had 2 children. I wanted college tuition help with, and send them to school. And then, of course, by the time you get to NMD, there's going to be significant income, but the company still gives you $1,850 a year toward college tuition. And today, you can also, someone becoming a national marketing director can use that toward student debt, which is something that was not a problem or even existed when I started with our company, but they're very sensitive to that because it's such a problem today. Holiday bonus goes out to all 4 leadership positions. A national marketing director, at least $1,000 at Christmas every year. And as I've said before, we like that better than a turkey. So the benefit program is one that makes us exceptional. It's very powerful, and it has certainly brought a lot of security to our national marketing directors. If we look at the national marketing director teams just within this organization, we've got over 210 national marketing directors. Company overall has about 600 national marketing directors, so we're a significant part of this leadership group. Normally, we see people statistically go to that NMD position within 3 to 5 years. Today, we're seeing people move in a lot faster. Some people 2.5 to 18 months. So you'll see that happening more quickly as well. Our national marketing directors have an average income somewhere between 120 to 150,000 a year. And so even if it took you 5 years and had that security, that's a huge blessing. We go now to the 5th form of income, which is something that we didn't have until 2007. Actually, it was put into this plan just as the huge recession in this country started. And it was amazing because it does give people upfront income that may not be or that was not available to us for many years. So let's look at those team building title bonuses. And what that means is that the company is going to give you a bonus as you grow into each position. And so we're going to look at that, and we'll see partner, partner plus, qualify all the way up. And we'll look first at those 4 basic positions. As you grow into Partner Plus, there's a $50 bonus. Most people see this as covering their cost of application or to become a partner with the company as they sign their contract. So it really more or less gives that back to you. But the beauty is that every time you grow into position, you're going to get a bonus on and above anything that position pays you in retail sales profit, commissions, or bonuses. So the QSC, qualifying sales coordinator, gets $300 bonus, and there's a matching bonus for the sponsor. So really a very good reason to go as wide as possible and continue to do so, because you're going to repeat that bonus over and over. Sales coordinator brings you a $600 bonus, and now matching bonus for the sponsor, $600. Again, that on and above everything that comes to you otherwise. It's an additional bonus. Again, another reason to go very wide. So we see people going to sales coordinator in 3 months, 4 months, maybe 5, and with their bonuses going into sales coordinator and their commissions and profit, they come out with about $4,500 in income going to that sales coordinator position. As you grow up into the top positions, $1,000 bonus for the QSSC. These go just to the title, people growing into the title. $2,500 for SSC, $5,000 for qualifying national marketing director, and $10,000 for the national marketing director position. And for those of us who grew up to national marketing director before there was ever a bonus, we say, whoa, this is amazing. Now we've done very well and certainly don't regret, but still, it's so exciting for people who are in our business today and for those that you will come across and invite to be in our business. Now, the National Marketing Director position today has potential for expansion. So let's look at how the NMD position can expand. Remember, I said width was very important. To go to the basic NMD top position, you're required to have 5 qualifying sales coordinator lines directly to yourself. So people have always thought 5. We want to think a little wider now, because 6 qualifying senior sales coordinator lines would bring you to that IMD position or International Marketing Director, and there would be a $15,000 bonus. Going to 7 qualifying senior sales coordinator lines across, sponsored directly to you, would bring you to an Executive Marketing Director position, an EMD, with a $20,000 bonus. Continuing, 8 qualifying senior sales coordinator lines across would bring you to PMD, or Presidential Marketing Director, with a $25,000 bonus. And then you can even add to that as you grow to a business with $400,000 in Payline production in a month's time. Would bring you to Presidential Marketing Director Plus with a $30,000 bonus. Now, the thing about this is that a person who's growing a wide front line with strong qualifying sales coordinators and above would reach this $400,000 in Payline production pretty much simultaneously. So this would be a huge return. So look at the bonuses from the time you sign that contract until PMD Plus. You would have an accumulated bonus return of $109,450 on and above all the commissions, and retail profit and bonuses that you would receive normally. So that gets very exciting. I've drawn out just a quick little sketch here of the basic 4 positions and what it would look like. This can come about with many different configurations of the product line, but this would give you just an idea. So there you are, you're just starting, or your new team member is just starting. That's your smiley face. And if you started yourself with just the 4 foundational products, and I really encourage people to be on at least the basic 4 and the complete, because you will share what you love and you'll love all of those. And you have at least 2 customers on the tri-pack, you would be a Partner Plus. Now we see that person have 5 new team members, and they all repeat that with the core 4 for themselves and at least 2 on the tri-pack. Again, it could be any configuration. These all become Partner Plus, and now the top dot becomes a qualifying sales coordinator and another bonus. Now, if this repeats at least 3 times, then the person is going to go to sales coordinator, or actually way beyond, and will have a $300 bonus for each one of the qualifying sales coordinators they've created, $600 bonus as a sales coordinator, which is the position they would reach, and have $1,850 in bonuses plus commissions would bring you to about $4,500. So that can happen relatively rapidly. 3 months, 4 months is very common to see this. So let's just end now with what exponential growth can look like, because it was very hard for me to get my head around this too when I first began. And you're looking at team and team development and exponential growth. So let's look over to the left, and we see you, and you're going to develop a team. Well, you remember I said to go to sales coordinator, you need at least 3 team members who are growing up into their positions. And so people tend to limit themselves to 3. Well, that's minimal requirement, and the company has to give you minimals. But we really don't want minimals, but we want maximum income. But let's see what minimal would look like. If you sponsored 3, who sponsored 3, who sponsored 3, by the time you got to your 5th generation, you would have about 363 team members. But just increase it by 2, and look what happens. If you have 5, who find 5, who find 5, who find 5, it's nearly 4,000 team members. So width is very important in this exponential growth pattern. Now, this would be a perfect world, of course, and we'll talk about a perfect world, and then we'll talk about what we normally get, okay? It is statistically true that a distributor will have their own order and at least 10 customers. So this again is based on TriPack and the 3% only, not anything else but the performance bonus of 3%. So here you have 5 team members who have their own order and 10 customers. You would get $123 in performance bonus. You see what happens with the 25, 618, and look at what happens in the 3rd generation. It goes to over 3,000, but then it becomes immense in the 4th and the 5th. And so in a perfect world, where 5 sponsored 5 in a 5x5 matrix, that would be $96,645 a month. And there are people who make this in our company. But truly, a perfect world doesn't exist. So let's say just half of those people, only half, had a personal order and 10 customers. Here, you would see 48,000 from just half having their own order and 10 customers. Now, 10 customers is an average. We see people with many more than 10, and we see a lot with not quite 10 that have 5 or 6, but it's an average. Now let's look at this being a really laid back team. And they, only 1/4 of them have their own order and 10 customers. That's still $24,000 a month. So a national marketing director position with a 5x5 matrix is going to be very lucrative as you grow that out into the 5th position. Now, I mentioned that 8 wide will be the requirement for the top expansion of national marketing directors. So let's just look very quickly at what 8 would bring just in the way of team members. And we actually, when we made this, we added it up wrong. That should say an accumulated amount of 38,768. So no one has 32,000 or 38,000 team members. But I think the time will come with this new plan where we will see people having more and more and more team members. And we'll see people certainly because of the relevance of what we have to offer and the plan itself, working from home. We're going to see the greatest growth in our company that we've ever experienced in the 50 years that we've been in existence. So knowing the plan, being able to share it with others, and the way I shared the plan in the early days, it was an old VHS tape, and Jeff Roberti was drawing it on a whiteboard, and I didn't know it for a long time. But I just showed it to everybody I could find who would listen and look. And that's how the teams came together. And we can do that on Zoom today very easily with the recorded version and the recording that's on this particular version. And you're certainly welcome and encouraged to do that. So I think this is, I'm not sure how to get myself back on the screen and this not on the screen. Okay. But anyway, I don't know if that did it. Let's see if I can say stop share.
Up at the top, you should be able to stop your share.
Okay. New share. Oh, stop. No, that's stop video. Anyway, I'm happy to answer any questions. If anybody, I know we're past time by about 10 or 15 minutes, but it takes a little while to, you know, oh, here, I see it. Stop share. Okay, there we go. Okay. So anybody, anything they'd like to share or ask or say, okay? Anyone, any questions on this? Because we are personal here and it's not a recording.
Great job explaining it.
Everybody good? You feel like you have, you know, and again, you don't need to know it. Just make sure you show it, okay? Because if you show it enough, you'll know it. Okay. You'll hear it over and over.
Great job. Thank you.
I have a quick question.
Okay, real good. Well, next week we'll meet. We want to also look at doing some things that maybe I have a girl that does what she calls crystal bowl meditation, but it's big crystal bowls and it makes kind of a music sound and it's a meditation. And I thought sometimes it might just be good to relax out. Okay, so we're going to offer that too, and it's great to have you all on the line. We'll also have a lot of lines next week so that we can invite the world. And I know there are a lot of people who are trying to get on this one, and we're very excited. So invite everyone, and we'll look forward to seeing you somewhere, seeing your beautiful face somewhere on the screen. Okay, soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you in your house. Okay.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Night.
Night-night.
Hey, Cheryl, we're waiting for
Cheryl.
you.
Night.
Okay.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thanks a lot.
Good night. See you in your house sometime soon.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Carol.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.